Hello and welcome to Recalibrate Your Thinking TV series, session 3. So what's this series about? What it is that I'm asking people, helping people, working with people to recalibrate their thinking and their actions just slightly so that it makes a big difference to them in their businesses. So what I want to talk to you about today is recalibrate to ameliorate. Now, I speak to a lot of people, a lot of senior people, and I see them making incredible efforts to do better, to make things better out of a negative situation. They really are working hard. They want to be better bosses. They want to be better people. They want to have a better business. They want to grow business. They're really trying hard, but sometimes they're off target. Sometimes they actually make things worse rather than better. So that's the point of ameliorating, isn't it? Ameliorate, we've got a negative situation and we're trying to make it better. Now, some years ago, I actually fell foul of the same thing, of trying to make things better, and in actual fact, I made them worse. I had a business, I was very, very young, and I had a business with 20 staff, and I was really proud of having 20 staff because that seemed a huge amount to me. I was sustaining their wages, I was growing the business. I was really proud of that, and I was very proud of the team because they were all working cohesively and really, really well. I know 20 staff sounds really small to some people, but to me, it was great. So the staff were doing well, the business was doing well, except for one person. This one person was not doing well at all. In fact, she was losing me business. So I therefore had to have a chat with her. So I called her into my office and we sat down. And as she was talking, it became abundantly clear that she was struggling. She was struggling because she didn't feel she had the right skill set. She was struggling because she didn't feel worthy. She was struggling because she had a lot of personal problems going on and some mental health issues. Now, in those days, a long time ago, I didn't have any HR input whatsoever. I certainly didn't have an HR department. I was too small for that, but I had no one to ask what to do. So I thought, okay, I've got to help this person. It's my responsibility. I take my responsibilities very seriously. So what do? I know I will sit with her and we will do her job together. So Monday came and she came in and we sat down together, and it turned out that I actually did her job for her whilst paying her. Now, what effect did that have? The effect had what it did have was that I actually did very well on her behalf because the business was not being turned away at all. People were coming on board, our client base was growing. So that was fantastic. So the numbers worked. The strategy worked. My amelioration strategy worked in terms of business numbers. But she didn't learn from me, so I had to keep doing it. And I thought that was not very efficient. But what was worse, far worse, is that my efforts were disempowering her. I was making the situation far worse for her, and in the long term, far worse for our business relationship and for business. So what could I have done better? What I could have done better was perhaps gone for a walk with her and giving her the space at the time to actually think and to talk to me openly. Maybe during that conversation, I could have offered her to get her professional help if she wanted it. That would have been a good idea. Maybe I could have done better at praising and encouraging her and empowering her that way. Maybe I could have just validated her feelings and her emotions better. I know I could have done that now because I've been trained in psychology and neuroscience, but in those days I wasn't aware of what I could have done. The thing is, what I was trying so hard to do was fix the situation instead of empowering her to fix it for herself. That was the mistake I made. And that is something I don't want anyone else to make, which is why I'm talking about it now. So to recalibrate, to ameliorate is actually an exceptionally wonderful thing to do if it's done well. And that's the message today. I'm Linda Shaw. I'm a professional speaker. I also run workshops for senior teams, and I mentor CEOs and COOs, and I have a very personalized online program for you to use if you wish to understand more about neuroscience. So if you want to know more about my work, I would love to hear from you. Here are my details. I'm Linda at drlindashaw.com. Email me and I would really enjoy talking to you about how we could work together. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.